track day. It's gonna be a difficult one because I was squatting on Monday, 375 for 5, and I literally kind of popped a little nerve in the lower back, upper buttocks area. So it's literally hard to bend down, but I went to PT yesterday and been working on it, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna miss this run. And I think it'd be fine when I'm running. But today, gotta be kind of a lot. 2-mile warm up. 90-second rest in between each of these reps. So pace will be 6:15 on all of them. 800, 1K, 1200, 600, jog of 400, 1200, 1000, 800, jog 400. So pretty much climbing the ladder, going down the ladder, excluding a second 1600. And then 4x200 quick with 600, with 60 seconds rest and then 2 cool down. So all in all, that will be 10 miles on the track. So nothing to it but to do it.
Oh God, disaster struck again. So what do you have to say about saints that are better than the one they say the world paints? If you're looking for a prophet, I tell you I ain't, but I know when it's gonna rain. So what do you have to say about life, the one we laid down, who turned off the light, the world let him down, so he came around when disaster struck again.
What you call that feeling after you feel like you tasted death, and then after it's just serendipity, whatever that feeling's called. Oh, it's a drug. It's a drug, man. Ah! Nothing tastes better. Done. 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 Damn, to think this morning I was about to text you and be like, yo, my back's hurting, bro. Like, let's call it. I feel like you always wake up with some excuse. Like, you could find any excuse every day to be like, my leg hurts a little bit, or like, I just did leg day, or like, fuck, my back is sore. Like, I'll push it till tomorrow. But you're still gonna have some issues tomorrow. So it's like, might as well get it done. In the meantime, shout out Jackety for making the YouTube vlogs. Kills it. I know everybody loves him editing, so we keep him around. All right, going into intervals. I accidentally fucked up and did my last run. Did my last recovery as my run. I wonder if I could change that, because that fucks up with my overall tempo pace. So, I don't know. Basically, overall tempo pace was 6:46. But on that last one, I fucked up and did a 9:14 for a mile, so that severely took me down. But anyways, so splits was 800 was 6:18. These are the paces. 1K was 6:07. 1200 was 6:12. The 1600 1 mile was 6:17. Well, actually 6:16. And then I fucked up my runs from there. But because I did the jog 400, right? Okay, jogged 400 at 9:05, and then did a 1200 at 6:17, 1K at 6:17, 800 at 6:15, jog 400, and then did my 200 at 4:37, 4:31, 4:55, 4:50. Damn, 4:31's pretty good. But all right, that's the splits. So overall, 10 miles. Overall pace was 8:36, which I hate because like when I took my 90-second rest in between, right? But like, bro, I didn't run 8:36, but you know, we know the truth. But that's a good track tempo workout. 2.5 weeks out from Boston. Thanks for tuning in. We're working hard, and it's showing.
Oh, what the hell is this guy? Hey, you do not have my consent to film me in public, I swear. I'm a performative bandana wearer.
What's up? Welcome back to the vlog. Usually today's a full body day, but like I said earlier, my back's kind of tweaked, so we're not doing no leg or lower back stuff.
We're gonna do the rest of the body. And
Yeah.
we're gonna enjoy the sun. That's finally starting to peek out. We're gonna get super pumped, super swole.
It's mad humid today. I don't know if we talked about it earlier, but 94% humidity was this morning. It honestly feels worse now. I don't know about worse, but it feels pretty damn bad. That's how you know Austin peak summer is coming. But yeah, today we got, I think I gotta lift the 115s on dumbbell incline, or 110s for 9. I did 6 last week. Yeah. You're too somewhere around that range as well.
I gotta do something. We'll figure it out.
Forgot these pills in my pocket. BPN, code Fonz, strong joint, strong multivitamin, and omega-3.
I gotta get back to it.
All in one gulp.
All I gotta say is that I thought we were deadlifting today. I came here to do some hex bar deadlifts.
And I thought you were running my tempo with me this morning.
I never said I was running the tempo. I never said that.
But in the group chat, I said, yo, track workout tomorrow, and you know who was silent?
I didn't respond for a reason. If I wanted to go, I would have responded.
You see it, like, there shouldn't be a choice.
Well, I mean, if you wanted, you could have just been like, hey, you need to come.
I feel like you just didn't
Gotta
learn
come.
from last video, man. You already know
Yeah.
what the comments are gonna look like.
You better
already
not
know
put
what's coming
you
your
better
way.
not put my fucking picture.
At this point, it's just series 2, not locked in.
Okay, but there was no agreement. Before there was an agreement. Understandable. But now
I
there's
just
no
turn off your
agreement.
Instagram.
Fuck, I'm literally
comments now,
sweating.
man.
I got one this morning. I was like, bro, you were like 2 weeks late. Dude, what are we doing?
You're like 2 weeks late.
Yeah, I would just deactivate all your social media now, man. It's not worth it.
All right. I'll deadlift while you bench,
Yeah.
and then I'll meet up with you.
Deadlift, he's doing.
And then make sure you get me when I do 5 plates,
right?
all right?
I think it's 500 for
If you
6.
start deadlifting, I'll probably know.
Celebrate this night with me, although it's not the last time. There's a fire inside of me. I wanna burn for you tonight, burn for you tonight. Celebrate this night with me, although it's not the last time.
So one thing I haven't mentioned, Whoop. I've been loving this recently. This basically tracks my sleep, recovery, strain, which is kind of like how hard I worked out during the day. I wear both. Obviously, I wear a Garmin and I wear my Whoop. This, honestly, mostly just for my runs. This is a Garmin Forerunner 245. Everyone's always asking. But Whoop, I love for sleep and recovery more so. You know, I could tell after a really hard workout, the next day affects my HRV, heart rate variability, and just a bunch of other factors I just love to see. It just gamifies recovery. So wake up in the morning, see a green screen, I'm like, oh, cool, like I feel good today, let's fucking kill it. You know, if I went out the night before and I see red, I'm like, shit, makes sense. And I've gotten sick twice when wearing this. I've worn it for 5 months now, since like January 1st. And it caught me being sick like 2 days before. It catches me like having a higher temperature. 2 days later, I'm sick as a dog, so it makes sense. But highly recommend. You will never see me not wearing it. So if you guys want one, free Whoop in the bio. I think you guys, free Whoop and plus 1 month. So after that free Whoop and 1 month, then I think it's like, what, 30 monthly? So nothing insane if you actually, you know, value your health and want to, you know, gamify recovery. Yeah, so free Whoop and bio. Appreciate you guys. All right, so today, essentially want to talk about my nutrition. So going through, I should have filmed what I ate earlier today, but this is a staple meal of mine. I eat every single day, 2 times a day. And that's pretty much honestly it, other than my breakfast. But so today we obviously did that track workout. I had, bring over here to my stash. I had 2 scoops of G1M in the morning pre-run, 1 Go bar as well. So G1M has 40 grams of carbohydrates, 20 per scoop. This has 36 grams carbs, so looking at 76 grams right there pre-run. Then had 1 Go gel, which is I believe 24 grams of carbohydrates during the run, and then after 2 steak tacos with a fruit smoothie, and then I had Pro Oats with BPN protein as well. So 1 scoop, 30 grams right there, 25 grams, 30. With Pro Oats, blueberries, honey. Ate a pint of blackberries, and then had another Go bar, 2 more scoops of G1M. So a lot of carb heavy. That's just what I do when I run and lift on the same day. I try to do 2 scoops of G1M Sport in between sessions. But back to the main meal, I should have had my pound of meat before that workout, but I just did a really hard workout, and sometimes I literally just hate eating after a workout. So this is what we got going for today's meal. So I don't track macros. I did for 3 years straight when I was bodybuilding, but now I just follow some certain rules, and that is 2 pounds of meat every single day. You know, sometimes if I'm really busy, I won't hit 2 pounds, but I at least do 1 pound, sometimes 1.5 pounds. So, you know, doing 1 pound strict off the bat is going to be 96 grams of protein. I think, actually, this one's only 21 grams, so this one's only going to give me 85 grams, but tomato. But typically, I'll do 93.7 ground beef, get me 96 grams of protein per pound, and then, you know, that included with the rice and all my macronutrients get me around, you know, 110 grams of protein, and I do that twice, 220 grams of protein, 2 protein shakes, that's 50 grams. So I'm shooting for around 230 plus grams of protein daily. So that's what I do, and then if I need to munch on stuff, then I'll do fruit. So I ate a pint of blackberries earlier, and then also, you know, people are like fiber, so oats, some good fiber there. I also do mushrooms and all these little micronutrients, so I hit some fiber and hit all the stuff that I'm not in my other meals. I do spinach as well. So yeah, this is what we got. And then to add some more protein, Greek non-fat yogurt. This is an absolute key. Learn this in bodybuilding. If you just add plain green non-fat yogurt to any meal essentially, and you just either, if you did this with protein, all right, now you got a little sweet treat. You do that with this savory, and that adds, this is 17 grams of protein per 170 grams. So I will probably do, honestly, 1 serving every single meal. So, you know, that adds another 17 grams. And yeah, that is the meal that I do every single day. And we've been leaning out. If you couldn't tell by the video, I don't know if you scroll back a couple videos, I think I've lost 8 pounds. Today I weighed 191 pounds. I topped out at 199 a couple weeks ago, but we just ran for the past couple weeks 40 miles, 45 miles, 50 miles, and now this week is 55 miles. So, you know, consequently, I'm going to lose some pounds, which I've been trying to do. So, never mind. You can't tell right now because I'm flabby after a workout. But yeah, so we lost 8 pounds, and this is all I do. I haven't changed my diet at all other than increase my cardio and just try to sweat a lot, honestly. Like, I keep this jug with me. Drink this 2 to 3 times, so get 1.5 gallons every single day without failure. Like, generally, I get at least 1 gallon a day. So that honestly helps a lot as well. But other than that, that's a diet I've been using to get shredded on this Boston Marathon prep. You know, not saying follow it exactly, because 2 big-ass meals a day is not optimal for protein synthesis, not gonna lie. Not probably great for your gut either. So if you could split this up into 4, maybe 5 meals, then that would be better for you. 8 ounces each per meal would be better. But yeah, that's what I do, and hopefully that helps you. Little insight of how I train on a daily basis, how I eat on a daily basis. Yeah, appreciate the support on this series. Hope you guys find value. And as always, code Bonds on BPM subs. Appreciate it.
Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside. If I could just get next to you, I'd probably be alright. But we're so busy in this life, we always say some other time. Why won't my tears work as